a long ass time ago.
Why does it got to be a long ass?
I think Jack Black on, what movie? Was it the Tenacious D movie?
Okay.
Long ass fucking time ago.
Okay.
There was an evil beast. And he, I don't know, you tell me, what did he do?
He had a porch talk.
With his bestie.
And that's what this is.
And they did not make poop jokes. Yeah. I will try really hard not to make. If somebody knows what makes a brain want to make everything into a poop joke, please let me know.
I think it's just because you have a weird brain.
I guess so.
Okay, ready, set.
Let's poop.
You did it. We didn't even get a minute in and you did it. This is going to be fun.
Ready. I'm ready.
Jello, I'm Ash.
And I'm Lynn.
And this is Only If You Can Keep Up. And she's ready if you didn't hear that.
I'm ready.
She's ready.
Ready.
Okay, well, okay, first I'd like to say that we're in my kitchen. Ash, hi. We've never done here before.
Yeah, this is a new experience.
It is.
We're trying something different.
And my refrigerator's running, so we should catch it. But it is so loud. Like if we take our headphones off, we can't hear it.
Yeah, it's like non-existent, but we put the headphones on.
Listen, let's just listen. Let's appreciate the refrigerator for a minute.
Oh, there's a new noise.
That's because the water's filling to do the ice.
Cool. That's pretty
kind
cool.
Kind of sounds like a jet or something. Yeah. I don't know. I apologize. I'm not going to unplug my fridge. I offered, but she said don't do that. So
we don't have to do that. We'll just consider it a calming lull in the background.
Exactly. It's a low hum to ease your brain.
ASMR.
Ew, I don't like ASMR. It makes me gag. Please don't. With your mouth noises. Okay, so Porch Talk. What are we going to talk about today?
I got a lot of stuff on my mind.
You always have a lot of stuff. Both of us in general have a lot. Okay, before we get going into what I think we're going to go into, I want to know, how do you see the months of the year?
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Like in my head, what do I associate them with? Like
no.
Colors?
No, like how do you see them in your head?
Okay.
Is it a circle? Is it a line? Is it up and down?
Oh.
Is it backward? Like what do you picture when you think of the months of the year?
Okay. January, you go first.
What?
Or do I go first? What?
I'm asking you the question.
Are you asking for each month?
No. Wow.
Because January's blue.
January's blue, but listen.
You mean in general, like a calendar?
Like when you think of how the months are in the year, like where we are in the months, how do you picture it?
How are they displayed?
In your brain, how are they displayed? Mine, for example, mine is a list. I see January, February, March, like in a straight line, and like there's like a little cursor that moves down as we go.
Okay.
How do you see?
I can only see 1 month at a time.
Well, that's a problem. I need you to expand it to the full year. That refrigerator is really fucking annoying.
I think it's like a grid, kind of like your monthly calendar up there, kind of like a grid.
Okay.
Maybe.
Really?
I'm struggling to see more than one at a time.
Okay, here's another example. Some people see them in a circle. They see January, February, March, April, May, June, July, and it goes around the circle. Yeah. And here's cold, here's warm. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
See, mine is like it's cold, warm, cold. Like, because if you span out that year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it's actually more like a list going down, but it has bars. It's like bars, like a grid.
It has bars going out
to describe each month. It's like a list, but with the grid.
But what I'm saying is, some people see them in a circle form. Okay. Some people see them in a wave.
Yeah, well, like the wheel of the year with the like pagan Sabbaths and stuff. Yeah. So that makes sense. A circle would make sense.
I've always just seen them in a list, just a pure list, and it's.
I've never thought about it.
And it's cold at the top, it's warm in the middle, and it's cold at the bottom. Whereas like a circle, the top would be cold. And the bottom would be warm because January, February, March.
Because it all comes back around.
Exactly.
That makes sense. Yeah. I guess I've never tried to imagine them all in my head.
I've always thought of the months that way, and it's just something in my brain that I always thought was weird. Well, I saw a TikTok about it, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. Other people actually have a thought about this. And then, of course, you click on one, and you get a million of them.
Yeah.
Some people It's insane how everyone's
I've never
brain
thought of
pictures
that.
something differently. Like, literally, just how the months are formed.
Yeah, I've never thought of that.
Yeah.
I saw a TikTok the other day talking about like what color or what shape you associate each day with or each month with. And I thought that's where you were going with it, maybe.
No.
Because I do, like, you say a day or a number and it's got a color in my
Yeah,
head. It's
I agree.
But
I think
thought that's where you're going.
I think people have general colors too.
Really?
We used to always like be like, you're a yellow, you're a pink, you're an orange, you're a green.
Well,
like you can just.
There's auras too, you know.
I'm not like visually looking at them. That's just the color
Yeah.
I assign them to because that's what I associate them with, I guess.
Yeah.
Like some people are
What am I?
bright and airy, yellow or orange.
Oh, thank you. Like macaroni and cheese. Like the color of your purse back there.
That's like mustard. You're more bright.
Okay.
Okay.
More macaroni and cheese then.
There you go.
Okay.
Macaroni and cheese sounds really fucking good. I'm hungry.
Me too.
I should have ate lunch.
We really should have.
Oh no, I hit the mic. Imagine that. Not me.
Mike is so sad right now.
Oh, Mikey Mike.
My pin's officially broken. Like, broken.
Okay, so what do you want to talk about?
Well,
I can't believe I just did that.
It sounded like two different people.
I know, it is. That was me. But
I can't believe I just did that. Oh.
Stop drawing, it's loud.
It's even my pen's broken, so it's like clank, 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 clank.
It's even louder than the fucking refrigerator that's about to take off running.
I think I was popping my finger. Yeah, my finger cracking will probably be. So sorry about that. I keep popping my knuckles.
I can't pop anything. I'm trying. Oh,
That's how you pop your knuckles? Ow.
that or that.
I go like
Oh, some people are going to cringe with that. It's not like we have a lot of listeners.
ASMR for you
I
nutcrackers.
don't like ASMR. People are like, hello, clinking their little nails together. And it's like,
Oh, it makes me like cringe.
I feel like Beavis and Butthead.
I'm gonna
Okay, anyway, so we're going to start off with talking about, let's do the COVID talk first, and then we'll jump into the other thing we want to talk about.
Yeah, we were talking earlier. Sorry, I clunked my drink down.
Just
gonna do it real quiet.
Beautiful.
Like
They couldn't even hear it because the airplane's taking off next to us.
we were talking earlier though about how, for me, it's like the lockdown thing is kind of like a blur. Like it's like it seems so far ago.
Right. And I remember every single thing about every single detail about every single thing that happened. It wasn't that far ago to me. Like, I can't fathom that it's been 4 years. It feels like it was yesterday.
It does. It seems like it was just yesterday, but at the same time, I can't recall. Like, it just feels like a blur. I don't even remember what we were doing. Like, I just remember being very chill. Like, everybody was relaxed. We watched a lot of movies. I remember, like, but I can't remember the day to day. But that's how my memories are, like, my childhood memories. I can't remember details about my days. I just remember,
I remember very fucking specific. Like, I can remember the dress I wore to Easter when I was 5.
Wow.
But then there's some things I have no memory of at all. It's like splotched memories.
Yeah.
It's really weird. And, like, I didn't have really a traumatic childhood that I know of. Like, I don't remember anything big that I have zero. Like, my mom will say something, I'll be like, what?
Yeah.
We never went there. She's like, we went there every weekend. I'm like, no, the fuck we didn't. Like, no, we didn't, Mom. You know what I mean? Just
I have, like, little glimpses of, like, there'll be very random things. Like, I remember, doing specific little random things. But, like, my day-to-day stuff is just... And I think my short-term memory is definitely better. I'm like Dory. Because, like, the older stuff...
Just keep swimming.
The older stuff would just... Or maybe... No, she has problems with her short-term memory.
Yeah,
right?
short-term memory loss.
Mine's more like... If it's longer than, say, a year ago, I'm like, it's all the same to me. Like...
Oh, okay.
I'm like, I just don't remember.
Like, I can remember, like... I don't remember every single moment of every single day, but I know we did, like you said, a lot of movies. We played a lot of board games.
I think we cooked more. Obviously, we ate at home more because you couldn't get food from out as much, and we both had to stop working, but because both of our jobs shut down. But I remember where I was when I found out the schools were closed and lockdown was coming. I was working. I remember that because I was out of town. I'm like, I need to get home.
I found out, and I went straight to Walmart.
Yeah. Well, I had already stocked because I'm weird, and I felt like something was coming like weeks before we even knew. So I was pretty good on stuff already, but I don't know. I got that weird feeling like something's weird coming. Something weird is coming. And
So you stocked up.
Yeah, not like crazy, but like I had enough to get us by for a little while. And my husband's kind of a stalker anyway. He's not like crazy, but like we do when we can, we try to stock up on stuff anyways. Like I had extra toilet paper and things like that. Like we got lucky there, but I remember I was trying to find hand sanitizer for work. That was impossible.
Do you remember the toilet paper issue?
Yeah.
Do you remember how we could not find toilet paper? I never had
trouble finding toilet paper.
I never did
because
either.
I had plenty too.
Right.
But I didn't have to buy it for a long time, so I got lucky and I missed that part because I would buy the big. But I remember hand sanitizer and like disinfectant spray when like things went back up and we were back I was trying to clean our work office and stuff, and I couldn't. I went to so many stores trying to find it for the office, and I couldn't. Like
because everybody
and
needed it.
And I remember I had to hide. Like I worked at a doctor's office, and I had to put the toilet paper rolls in like the back room because people were taking them home.
They were like taking
taking them out of the cabinet from the bathroom.
Jesus.
And like I know a lady.
Well, I mean, think about it though. If you're home and you don't have toilet paper, I don't blame them.
Well, that's a quick way to just shove it in my purse. And they were. I mean, people take tissues, stuff like that. And there's a lady I knew. She was a nurse at the ER, and she said someone took the fucking like hand sanitizer that's on the pole. Like took the whole pole out with them.
They took the pole home.
Yeah, I guess they had to like start putting them down, like
screwing them to the ground.
And then our doctor's office, the pediatrician, she said they would, and this was even before COVID, this would happen. She said they would open up all the cabinets and take Q-tips and alcohol swabs, like all that stuff out of the cabinets. And that was before COVID. So then they had to start putting locks on the cabinets.
Well, do you blame them?
Wild, man. Wild. I mean, I get desperate times, but like, I mean, my thing was I was never worried about toilet paper. Like, you can always use a washcloth and wash it if you have to. Or newspaper or
baby wipes even. Yeah. But then you get into the baby, taking the baby's stuff, and you don't want to do that. But I mean, they have like wipes for adults in the toilet paper aisle, or a paper towel even. Get it wet.
I've always got a big stock of restaurant napkins if I need them. Or
I mean, paper towel's kind of rough, but
when
that's
you wet
real
them down,
rough.
They're not quite as bad.
Yeah, still.
But we never got to that point. We never ran out of toilet paper. We got lucky.
I mean, I remember it was just a lot of family time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just hanging out.
I remember just being chill. Yeah.
Like,
there was no stress and obligations.
I don't miss the scared feeling of COVID. Like, are we going to get it? Is someone I love going to die? My grandparent? I don't miss that feeling. But I miss just the chill. Yeah. Nobody has to leave. My husband still had to go to work because his job was one of the frontline ones, whatever you want to call them. I don't know. Yeah. But still, just relaxing.
It's like it forced everybody to slow down. Even I know there were frontline workers or people who still had to go to work, but in general, life slowed down and people were able to like stop and think. Now, for some people, that was not good. Some people need that constant go rush to stay out of their head.
I think for a lot of people, I don't know.
It's just like all the obligations, like all the stress, all the expectations of society, like it all just kind of dissipated, and like you were just left to enjoy your family and
I think it also fucked a lot of people up. Like people realized they stopped and slowed down and sat down and they realized, oh shit, I have a mental illness. Oh shit, I can't handle myself. Oh shit, like
when you stop and you're alone with your thoughts.
Exactly.
So many more people diagnosed with stuff, and
you don't have to go to a job. You don't have to worry about taking the kids to daycare. You don't have to worry about homework
people who
or going
strive
to school
on routine and structure for sure. Like I do, but I'm used to being able to make my own schedule.
But you were diagnosed before COVID, so like you kind of already knew what you could do.
And I've been either part-time or work at home for so long that I've been making my own schedule. So I was already in that routine. People who are not used to that, that's a big shock. Like that's a big shock to have to. So yeah, there are a lot more people that are gonna.
I found out. I always knew I probably had ADHD. You know what I mean? But after COVID, is when honestly TikTok diagnosed me. Yeah. Like I finally, because TikTok was a thing, and I wasn't downloading it. I wasn't doing it. COVID hit, and it's like I am so fucking bored. The kids are in bed. What do I do? Yeah. I've done everything I have. Like, I've watched every movie. What do we do? So I downloaded the TikTok and I found out, oh my God, I'm just like these humans. And I took all the quizzes and stuff and did research, and holy shit, she's got it times 10. Mm-hmm. And I think since then it's gotten worse.
Really?
Oh yeah. I am worse now than I was 4 years ago. Yeah. 100%. Maybe it's just I acknowledge it now. Yeah. And before, like, I had almost a mental breakdown when I found out I had ADHD.
Really?
because I always knew I was crazy, and I had accepted that I was crazy. To me, I was crazy. Because if you don't know you have it, like, just think of not know. I don't know how to explain this.
I didn't get diagnosed till my early 20s.
Did you think you were crazy?
No, I was relieved, actually.
No,
because
see, I thought...
I was like, oh, that makes sense. I didn't know that's what ADHD... When the doctor told me that, I was like, oh, like, that makes sense. Like, all this time I thought I just was having to try so much harder than everyone else, and I don't understand, like, why I'm so overstimulated, why I'm so easily distracted.
But
like,
I thought I was literally insane. Like, I thought I had a mental insanity issue.
Oh, like you mean because you didn't understand ADHD specifically?
No, I didn't understand that I had it. I never in a million years thought it was ADHD. Okay. That's what I'm saying.
So you're saying before the ADHD specifically did not bother you. It was the feeling up to it, like it was leading up to it.
I don't know. I think it was just like, oh my God, I have this. This is bad, because in my brain, ADHD was the hyperactive people who are crazy and blah, 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 blah. But it's not. It has nothing to do with that at all. And you do more research, but it's like, this is what's always been wrong with me. Literally, this is it.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, I have since went to a doctor. I'm not technically diagnosed with it. I don't have medication. I've talked to my doctors about it, and they're like, yeah, you have it, but I don't want to pursue that, so we don't pursue it. So, I don't know. I did. I was not okay. I was in my head. I could not... I don't know. I never thought it was ADHD. I always thought it was something bigger. And maybe it was just like, oh, it's only ADHD.
Yeah.
Like, that's it? Like, that's it?
Oh, not realizing, like, ADHD can be that severe.
Exactly.
Or that it's those issues specifically.
Exactly. Like, the forgetfulness, the not remembering fucking anything, the... A loud noise will literally send me into a panic.
Yeah.
Like, all of these years, all of my anxiety, all of my panic issues all stemmed from ADHD. And I never that's all it was.
I got really lucky that when my oldest, got diagnosed, she was little. And my doctor had been mentioning it, and I was in my early 20s. And she said, the doctor's like, have you been screened? Like, because I seriously think talking about your childhood and how you've always been like this and the way your daughter has it, she's like, it has to be like, she's like, I think this is the root of your anxiety. Because I've always been an anxious, nervous,
right? But
I also have OCD, and that got diagnosed first. And I thought that was maybe a lot of it, because as a kid, I mean, OCD as a kid is, it was a lot. So that was probably harder for me than the ADHD. And then when they explained it all to me, you can have both. I guess I was relieved that, like, the two of them together that it all made sense, and that there were ways to help. And, like, looking back, it wasn't just, I don't know, I felt like I wasn't crazy. Like, it actually made sense to me, and I was like, oh, this makes
once
sense.
I figured it out and, did talk to somebody about, like, a doctor about it, I no longer think I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I thought I had a brain tumor. I thought I had a mental disease. I thought, like, not like ADHD. Like, I thought there was actually something wrong with me. Like, I'm not kidding. And I don't know, it was just this, it's only ADHD.
So you're saying, like, you always felt that way?
Always, since I was a child.
Okay.
I've always been different.
Yeah.
I've always been awkward. I've always been weird. I've always had a problem with loud sounds. Yes. I've always had bright light issues. I've always walked into a room and stopped, all the things.
It's like I've always had a sensitive nervous system or something, always. Since the day I was born, my mom says. So, yeah, and I guess I just never thought of it. I just thought that's the way I function, and, like, I just had to try harder.
But see, I always thought I was crazy. I always thought, in my life, I knew it was going to come out that I had a brain problem.
Really?
Like an actual physical problem with my brain. Not like ADHD or bipolar or anything like that. Like an actual... And then I find out it's only ADHD. But since then, I don't know if it's because I've let my shit just fly and, like, I blame it on that. Bitch, I wouldn't call it blame. Like, I've accepted it.
Yeah.
I know I have it now. And so when I do something, I'm like, fucking ADHD. You know what I mean? But it's worse now. 10 times worse now.
Maybe just with all the changes. A lot of people who had it or weren't sure they had it, it got worse after COVID. Just getting back into the swing of things.
I don't know.
Going back, being thrown back into everything.
It gets worse.
Mine was the worst in my early mid-20s for sure. And then when I finally decided to let them put me on meds, it changed my life.
See, I'm thinking about going the med route.
I took 2 years off during COVID, no meds at all.
I remember.
And I did okay when I was home.
Right.
But when I tried to work, or when I tried to get out, when I tried to go back into normal society, that's when it started getting bad again. I'm like, I have to go back on my medication.
Right.
And I take a very light dose. It's nothing, very light dose, but it's enough to just help, to just take some of the... I'm not on anxiety meds anymore because I learned I do get anxious. But I don't. I used to have panic attacks, and like I realize the source of it now. Yeah.
So I was on anxiety medication, and I would take myself off. Like I would do it properly. I would go real slow, lower my dose and everything. But then it'd get bad again, so I'd go back on it for a year, and then I'd slowly wean myself off because I feel better. Well, now that I have like learned that ADHD and anxiety are best friends, right. Like my anxiety stems from my ADHD. Yeah. I have not had even the need or want. It was like every other year I was on a new medication for anxiety. Because no one...
I think we were going through it around the same time. Yeah. Because I think at one time we were on a couple meds the same ones.
Well, now it's been 4 years and I've had nothing. Like I take a melatonin to fall asleep. Yeah. And that's it. Because I know my anxiety stems from my ADHD and I don't know, it doesn't panic me as much anymore. Yeah. Like don't get me wrong, I still feel the anxiety. I still get it. That's just
my brain.
Exactly. It's like... Calm down, ADHD. Like, we're fine, you know.
Well, and we have our tools and stuff that help us too. I know now I can survive without my meds. I know that. I took that 2 full years off, and I've
always survived. I've never taken a medication for ADHD in my entire life.
That's awesome.
Nothing.
That's awesome.
I think I need
skip
to.
days. I do. I take med breaks but I think I can go without it for my ADHD. It's the narcolepsy that I have to, because it's the same med for both things, and the narcolepsy is what gets me. I can push through with ADHD. I need lots of lists, lots of timers, lots of like, everybody be quiet for 5 minutes. I need to walk outside for 5 minutes. I need to defuck my brain.
Right.
I have my tools to help me with that, and I survived, until my early 20s and took several breaks and tried different meds and went off them for a couple of years, and I can't, but it's the narcolepsy hits me hard, and then so I kind of have to be on it for that. But I always thought when I was little, I never had ever met a girl that had it, ADHD. I never heard it.
And I think that's another thing too. Women are now figuring out as adults they had it their whole life because we never studied little girls with ADHD. Yeah. We studied little boys with ADHD that would bounce off the walls, and we would shove them full.
Kid in class that
we
had
would
to have
shove
extra
them full of Ritalin
yeah.
back then because that's all there was. There was nothing. Well, if there was something else, Ritalin was the most popular.
Yeah.
So, like my little brother was on Ritalin.
Yeah.
He went from being the most crazy, active, fun-loving kid to sitting on a couch and drooling because they shoved him full of Ritalin.
Yeah.
Because he had ADHD. But
my cousin was the only one I knew growing up, and he went from wild, hyper
to nothing.
Yeah, it's just
and
wild.
We didn't study little girls because little girls weren't wild and hyper.
And we internalized.
They were
so
internally
much.
struggling.
Perfectionists and overachievers and people pleasers, and we are torn up with anxiety inside.
Like even like both of my young children, my younger ones, my 7-year-old, she has ADHD also, but it is nothing like my son's.
Yeah.
My son was the crazy hyper. He still is. He runs around, makes fart noises, barks for no reason. He's 11.
I do that too.
Well, you are a child at heart, so.
I swear he's one of my kids.
But my daughter, she hyperfocus. Like she can hyperfocus. She can sit down and play Barbies for 9 hours if I let her, and she would not leave that area.
Hyperfocus is crazy, man.
So
it is.
To me, she's a little girl playing. Yeah. But then when you get to school and we can't focus on homework because we're too busy thinking about the Barbies.
Yep. Daydreaming is a big...
She fails everything.
I daydreamed so much. And when they finally went through, like, the whole childhood thing, like, have you always been this way? That's how we figure it out. Like, I'm like, yeah. Like, I remember when I was little, I was straight A's, high honors, like, good grades, but I was a perfectionist. Everything had to be just right. But I would still, like, push everything, procrastinate till the very last minute. I would get so worked up. And I remember, like, teachers telling my mom when I was little, like, she can only, you give her a list of tasks, she can only remember the last couple. You know, she'll forget the rest of it. I was always getting in trouble for talking in class. Always interrupting, talking. My attitude. I couldn't get on the volleyball team in high school. Even though I was good, the coach didn't like my attitude because I couldn't keep my fucking mouth shut. The other girls could listen. They didn't have to back talk. They didn't have to... But I couldn't keep my fucking mouth shut. And so I didn't get to play volleyball that year. And, like, I look back and I'm like, oh, like, I've learned how to behave now. But, like...
Are you sure?
I was a high honor student. I was Dean's List in college. I was good. Right. But I was no control. Like, I look back and I'm like, I've always been this way. And it just, once I had to adult and raise my own child is when it hit, like, fuck. This is what she's going through. This is what I've had. It just wasn't to that extent because she is also on the spectrum, so there's that too. I don't have that to do. I guess they call it ADHD, I think, when you got it both.
ADHD. That's cute. Okay.
I got the ADHOCDs.
We took a side quest to the ADHD with our
It's not hard to do.
Okay, COVID. We were talking about COVID times, not like the disease itself,
Yeah,
but
I
like
think it helped my mental health until we had to be thrown back in, till the mask came off, and then I was like, oh, I actually liked having. I liked the masks. On.
Like, I didn't like the fact that someone was telling me I had to wear it because to me, everything against my soul and my woman body is like, fuck you, I am not listening to you.
I wanted to rebel, but in my mind, it wasn't for me. I wanted to protect other people. So I always... Mine
wasn't even about that. Mine was having the mask on, and I would put my hat on, and I have my glasses, and nobody could tell who I was.
Like I was hiding in the corner. I loved that. I didn't.
Sometimes I wish we still could.
I didn't have to smile. I didn't have to talk.
Exactly. And I mean, yes,
we don't have to do that anyway.
We were saving people, whatever, because we had a mask on. But that's not why I liked it.
Expectations were out the window.
Exactly. Nobody cared.
Those of us who are socially awkward or just like don't enjoy, I just want to go in the store and get what I want. And yes,
and you could.
I don't mind talking to people. That's not the problem.
You don't have to give them the fake smiles. You don't have to.
I know we've talked about that too, but I have this thing where I've always, and maybe it is because I was such a mouthy kid. Mm-hmm. But I feel like I have to make up for it and be nice to everybody, and I don't know. I was a mouthy fucking kid.
I think COVID also brought out, you have good with bad, obviously, but I think COVID brought out a lot of kindness in people that you have never seen before. Like
because when everybody's not so overwhelmed with their day to day, they actually have time to sit and be thoughtful and care and think about other people.
And I think a big part of that was boredom. Yeah, they were just like, I'm fucking bored. Too. So like we got COVID during Halloween, during trick or treat that year, 2020, and we couldn't go trick or treating. So we did like an inside our house trick or treat. We hid candy, and what we did is we turned off all the lights, and my mom has bought us some glow sticks and set them on our porch. So we had glow sticks everywhere to see, and we did a glow in the dark trick or treat. I remember
coming to your porch and talking to the screen.
So we got more candy that year from family members and friends.
Yeah.
And there are people we didn't really talk to before, and we still don't talk to today. Like, they're just people we knew, pretty much, that were like, here's 3 bags of candy because your kids can't trick or treat. Yeah. We had so much candy, we brought some to your house to take from my house, like, way after we were healthy, obviously.
So people were obviously caring more and trying harder, but also being a big day that everyone couldn't get out. They're looking for something to do at the same time.
Yeah.
But it's like, why can't that, like, thoughtfulness and caring go like all the time?
Yeah.
One, we don't have time, I guess, and two, like when everybody gets back into their daily swing, they're in their own world, and it's everybody's
nobody has, like you said, has time, has the money, has anything to care for somebody else.
That's another thing. During COVID, a lot of us did okay. Like my husband and I, we were off. Our job still paid us. We got lucky.
Yeah.
Some people were not that lucky.
Some people were not that lucky, right?
Our job still paid us, and then when his stopped for a while, he was able to draw unemployment until they called him back in.
And then unemployment was
my home business I was doing on the side. I was doing better than before. People were ordering online all the time. Home. So we were doing well with our money. Sorry, my elbow squeaked and it sounded like a fart.
There it is.
I won't. Anyway, a lot of people, and then people were getting grants and, like unemployment and like help, like more than they would normally get. And we weren't going out and spending it. We weren't taking trips. Right. We weren't going and shopping.
So we just saved it and we had all this extra money. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It was kind of a reset. It is sad because I personally know several people that were lost during, and it was it is still horrible. It's still very much out there. But the slowing down of everything was so much needed for society, for our Earth.
For the Earth.
Yeah.
About the dolphins. Did you hear about the dolphins finally swimming in the Venice Canal again? And, like, China, the smog was down. Like, the Earth was healing itself. Yeah. Like, literally. So, like, I think we learned so much from stopping, and you know what I mean?
It's so horrible that it took such a deadly virus to do that.
Why can't we, like, as a planet, like, no, not just the United States, like, as a planet, why can't we, like, take a couple days a year and do that?
Right.
Like turn the factories off for 3 days a year. Just to let
I know I'm not a Christian religious, I'm not a big Bible person, but God said Sunday's a day of rest. That's one part I like. Okay, everybody take Sunday and just chill.
Every single Sunday for the rest of time.
Right. And I know you got your frontline workers.
Obviously,
you still have to,
I'm not saying the nurses and doctors and CNAs and all those amazing humans and firefighters can't go to work.
I've worked at restaurants and stuff where we closed on Sundays. People were pissed. Like, I'm off on Sunday. I want to fucking eat with my family on a Sunday.
Do you know what that would do to our society, you would have to spend time with your friends and family.
Mm-hmm.
You would have, you know what I mean? Like, it would be family time again.
Yeah.
It would be time to reconnect and rejoice. And you know what I mean? Like,
and people who go to church, like, a lot of them go eat lunch afterwards and all that. Like, that is their family time. So I see both sides of it.
Yeah.
But, like, at the same time, if we could just, I don't know, a national chill day. Like, I know you can't really get that, like, but to just where, like, everything just kind of slows.
Or even, okay, how about we don't shut the world down? How about we just, on that day, on every Sunday, every once a month, whatever, every human on the planet that is old enough, do something for the planet.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
not
what
just
I mean?
on Earth Day.
Go pick up some trash.
Right.
Go, everybody.
And, you know, I stopped, like, just driving out here, 15-minute drive, just seeing trash on the sides of the roads and stuff.
Disgusting.
And I'm like, I want to, every part of me wants to stop and pull over and pick it up, but it's dangerous. Like,
oh, listen,
there's so many cars coming.
Once the spring hits, all around because I have 2 roads that my house is kind of on.
Yeah.
I walk along and I pick it all up just on mine because...
I was going to ask you too, it came to me earlier, maybe like getting the kids out, like since it's getting nice that we could go for trash picking.
Yeah.
The kids and I like to do that around the neighborhood and stuff sometimes.
Yeah,
but like,
I am down.
But I would like the busy roads, you can tell, well, like the one coming out here, it's pretty busy.
Yeah.
I can't pull over because it's dangerous, but there, I mean, it looks like somebody's just dumped their whole trash can out.
So, why can't we? Why can't we as a society just
And I know
agree?
everybody's like, I don't have time. Thing is, everybody has the same 24 hours.
Exactly.
You make time for the things that are important.
Exactly.
I'm just as guilty. I don't have time to read that book. I don't have time to finish that blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Because I'm not making time for it. But yet, I just watched 20 TikToks
Make
in a row.
some time. Exactly. No, I understand if you're a super duper busy person and you're a nurse that works 16, 18 hours or a doctor.
If you're a nurse, you're already doing your part. So.
Exactly. We're just do the best you can. Like, let's try to help our fucking earth. Like, COVID showed that we can do it.
Yeah.
It showed right there. I mean, of course, we were all stopped and settled down.
But we all survived. I mean, yes, we have to work.
Didn't,
but,
so.
Well, no, you're right.
No, we
did not all survive. The ones of us who physically survived, we still made it through without all the extras, what I was trying to say. Like, no, not everybody survived.
Right.
But the slowing down, we can do. It just takes a lot of extra work. And I know a lot of it is time. We don't have the time.
Right.
We don't have the time to slow down. I mean,
that makes sense.
It's such a catch-22, all of it. Like,
I feel like my life with my family, I have slowed us down. Like, we don't do a lot, and it's on purpose.
Your whole, like, living situation with your farm and your land, like, it is amazing. It is amazing.
Like, we're still, you know, my kids still go and do stuff. We still, but it's always together.
Yeah.
It's always slow. It's never, we don't go to big cities.
Yeah.
We don't, and if we do, it is a planned thing, and it's, you know.
If we pick a trip, like, we don't do the big tourist stuff. We do, and it's usually little trips, like
over
one night,
on the
little
sidelines,
and they appreciate that more.
Yeah.
When we went down for that trip with my parents, it was just a couple nights, and we'd sit and look at the lake. We'd go pick up shells. We'd go get ice cream. We didn't do any big. So we went pick flowers at a flower nursery one day.
That is so much better than going to Disney World.
And they have asked about that at least 10 times.
Exactly.
Just since July.
Disney World, like, that's stressful and overwhelming.
Well, I have no desire to do the big stuff.
I guess it's not stressful and overwhelming to some people because that is their happy place.
Yeah, so, some people truly enjoy it, and that is fine.
Yeah.
But for those of us who need to slow down, like those of us whose brains are always constantly going, even on a slow day, my brain won't stop. And I am trying so hard to learn to be in the moment, be present. Be focused on what you're doing at that moment and be present and soak it in and make everything meaningful. That's like what I'm striving to do. Like, even if I'm washing dishes, I may be stressed about having to clean. I don't like to clean. It piles up. It fucking stresses me out. I don't want to do this. But if I slow down, take a deep breath, and I'm like, I wash one dish at a time. I deserve clean dishes. My kids deserve clean dishes.
Do you know what I do when I do dishes? I put Grey's Anatomy on my phone. And I don't watch it because I can't, but I listen to it. And
I turn my music up and sing the whole time.
So fast.
Yeah.
Well, see, I have a problem with music because I get too into it, and then my kids are like, "Mom, Mom, Mom," and I'm like, I don't hear them.
I can't hear you. You have to come stand next to me.
Exactly. So if I do Grey's Anatomy, like, back in the corner, like, I just set my phone on the counter. So it's like a podcast, like, but I'm listening to Grey's Anatomy, and I'm just doing my dishes, and they can come and talk, and it helps.
I do. I put my little Bluetooth speaker next to me, and I turn up just loud enough that I can sing to it, but I can still hear them yell for me, and they're like, "Come in here!" But I enjoy housework when I have something, or when I tell myself that there's a reason for this. Like, yeah, I don't enjoy it, and I do want more
help. I've never
help.
told myself that. I do it because I know I have to. Like,
See,
that's in
I'm
my
trying
brain.
really hard to get away from that. Like, yes, I have to do it. Yes, it's a chore, but I deserve clean dishes. I deserve to have a home cooked meal.
See, my brain would totally go left. I'd be like, I deserve for someone to help me.
Yeah, that's where I've always been. That resentful.
I deserve for my kids can do this. Yeah. Or I'm not saying my kids need to do everything for me, but they can come in and help me with the dishes. Yeah. Or my husband can take the trash out without being begged.
They do. Or I make them do that too. But like, my thing is like, I've noticed when I'm in that mindset, they help more. Like the other day I was doing dishes, just like I was actually enjoying it, which is weird. And my little one comes in and he's like, Mom, can I help you? Mom, can I do this? And my husband comes in and he changes the trash, which they do stuff anyway. But usually it's like, can somebody please help me?
You're panicking.
When I change my perspective and I'm like okay with it, it's like they almost sense like, oh, I'm okay with it too.
I have this theory. Your entire house is run off of the way you feel.
Yes.
It has nothing to do with him. It has nothing to do... It is the main person in your house.
Yes.
And it's almost always the woman.
The person who runs things, 90% of the time.
You might have a house where there's two women, and that's great.
Yeah.
The one who's more home and does the home stuff and all of that.
And I've seen situations where it is the dad. So it just depends on who has... I think it's the person with the more physical energy is usually what it is.
Is it?
I think anyway.
Okay.
But no, I don't know. It just depends. The one who it's typically the mom
running the show. It's almost always the mom.
But there are situations where the mom has the disability or the mom has to work a lot, and they're going to run off that main energy, that main source.
If I'm having a bad day, like my kids are at school, my husband's at work. If I'm having a bad day and they come home and they see me having a bad day, the entire night is fucking chaos because I had a bad day.
Yeah.
They feel off that. Now, if I had an amazing day, like today's been a great day, I'm going to come home and I'm going to be singing and they're going to come home and we're going to have a fun night. Yeah. You know what I mean?
We set the tone. Like we really do set the tone.
And once you realize that, your whole world changes.
Oh yeah.
You can change the entire tone of the house.
I always hear this, like, you can't control what's happening, but you can always control how you react or not react. There's a difference in responding and reacting, and you can respond without reacting. So like, okay, I'm worked up, but I'm going to count to 5 and I'm going to respond in a calm manner.
We're going to get this shit done.
Freaking out and and I'm trying very hard to just be in the moment. Like I know I've got a long list of shit to do. Meow.
Is that what that was? Was it the cat?
I think so. One of the cats.
Okay. There's a lot of them.
But if I can just block it all out and do that one thing in the moment, and that's the hardest thing with ADHD in general, but if I really focus on what I'm doing at hand and I just let everything else just kind of...
My thing recently has been, and it's just been kind of recently, maybe I'm just realizing it, but it's like, okay, I wake up and I know I have, say, 7 things on my list I have to do. And say it's laundry, dishes, clean the house, blah, 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 blah. They're pretty big things. They're very time-consuming things. It's not a quick 5-minute fix. It's an hour with the laundry and 30 minutes with the dishes and blah, blah, blah. I will try to go as fast as I fucking possibly can.
I do love challenges.
To get to that end result where I can sit the fuck down.
Yeah. I do love that.
And it's like, okay, my reward, like I'm rewarding myself. My reward is I'm going to lay in bed, put my loops in, and read.
Yeah.
Like that is what I want right now.
Yeah.
So I will rush through my shit.
I do that too.
But then I feel bad because I rushed through everything. And I feel like I rushed the kids too, even though I really didn't. But I feel like I did because my brain was so rushed. Like that's
what I do. Mine's like silly things. Like if I get an order that I'm excited to make, because yes, I do that. And I'll like put it off because I know I'm going to enjoy it and I want to put my all into it and like my creative, happy, calm self.
Right.
So I'm like, well, I can't work on this until I've got the laundry folded and the dishes done and dinner cooked and the animals fed and the kids' homework or whatever. Like all this has to be done. So I'll set a timer. I'm like, okay, I'm going to fucking kick it all out.
We're going to get her done.
And how fast can I get it done? But I enjoy it just as much because it's a challenge. It's exciting.
So maybe I do too.
I think it's fun and it kind of boosts my dopamine and then I'm like, oh, check. Woo, I love that reward center light up.
Right.
But then I feel bad because I'm like, oh, I did that so I could sit and do this. I rushed through the kids' homework. I rushed through
and then I feel like I've rushed my kids. Oh, that was my elbow. I feel like I've rushed through my kids' day.
Yeah.
And I feel guilty at the end of the day because it's like I'm sorry.
It's fine.
It's popping.
I don't think anyone cares. If you care, then bye.
Right. Okay. I rushed my kids' whole day away. That's how I feel. Even though I technically didn't, because they still did their things. They still did what they wanted to do. We still got to go outside. We got to realize
too, like us being home and working from home, like, we're still there if they need him, though. Like,
Yeah.
if they need us, they know we're there. So, like,
Yeah.
we probably feel that, I don't know, like, if we were gone at work all day and coming home, we would feel more like we have to really spend more time. But I think because we're the ones there all the time with them.
We don't have to spend constant time with them. Like, they're...
But then, I don't know, too, I still feel guilty. I am home, and they can reach me easier, and I still don't. Guilt is, like, one of my biggest problems, for sure. But it's guilt with daily things. So I don't regret anything big in life. I really don't. I truly don't.
I got a couple.
I mean, there's things that could have gone differently, or I wish didn't happen to me. But my actions in life, I feel like all got me where they were all learning lessons still to be learned and whatever. But daily guilt, like, did I do the right thing? Did I make the right decision? And worrying. My OCD is so bad. Like, the just overanalyzing, ruminating, constantly worrying myself sick.
See, I don't worry. I used to.
It's amazing.
I used to be the biggest fucking worrier. Now, don't get me wrong. If something comes up in my life where it is concerning, I will worry myself sick. But it's that one thing, and it's only every now and then.
Yeah.
It's not constant. I don't worry like I used to worry.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think that...
I'm making improvement.
I think that left when I realized the ADHD. I had more ADHD than anxiety. Like...
Yeah.
Sorry, something got stuck. But, like... I don't anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I used to... Like, I'm serious. I used to be... I don't know. I thought, like, my husband just driving home, he was going to wreck.
Yeah.
I was so worried. Everything about it. Like, my kids, when they leave my house and they're not with me.
Yeah.
Constant worry. Even though they're with a family member, they're with a parent or a grandparent, or, you know what I mean? I would be like, okay, they need to come home right now.
Yeah.
But they're fine. Like, I don't do that anymore. Not at all.
That's awesome. I'm getting better. Like, my oldest went on an out-of-town trip with a friend the other day and, like, was gone all day. I didn't even worry. It didn't even bother me. But having Life 360 makes a big deal. Yeah. I'm not, like, doing an ad or anything, but holy cow.
Check it.
I don't
check it like I...
Not unless I feel like I need to.
I used to when I first got it, but it was more of like... I
don't hear from her for a few hours.
It was more like, this is so cool. Like, I'm watching her drive down the street.
My dad, when he first got it, he would watch, like, oh, cool, where are they going? Like,
exactly. I will check it, like, say my husband runs to town, and he's just grabbing a soda, and it's 2 hours later.
Yeah.
I'll be like, and then he's still at the guy. He found someone he's talking to, you know, because he knows everybody. So, but it's like, I want to make sure from here to there.
Mine's like, if my husband, like, I don't hear from him, like, all morning, because he usually will be like, I made it to work, or check in with me at some point on a break. If I don't hear from him, like, did he make it to work okay? Because he's got a long drive.
Quick check.
Or, like, if one of the kids is like my middle child right now, she has volleyball after school. Today, she's riding a bus to a different town after school. I'm getting used to it. She's been doing this for a couple years. I don't worry so much. But she has her phone. She can call me if she needs me. I can check that if I need to. My little one is taking a bus to a church thing after school. I'm nervous about that because he's never done it without his sister before. And they're both going different directions on different buses. And I'm trying so hard today to not, like... You don't have to be in control at every second. They have to learn responsibility.
When my kids take field trips, like, they'll go... about an hour and a half away to a bigger city. 2 hours away, something like that. 3, I don't know.
I have to keep myself busy all day.
Listen, me too. Like, just knowing that my kids are on a bus on an interstate. Oh,
I used to be the parent that would do whatever in my power to go on that trip with them. But now I've let go of it.
That's still, like, I can't. That one gets me. Like, I don't like interstates as they are.
Yeah.
Like, my oldest is like, Mother, we're not all scared of them. And I'm like, well, I'm petrified.
Yeah.
Because every day there's a new fatal accident. Every day there's a new wreck because people go so fucking fast, especially in the bigger cities. Like, so
and
fast.
buses worry me. I know they're large and in charge, but they're not buckled. Like,
there's no buckles. There's one wrong move and that thing's off the edge.
And nowadays, like, bus drivers, they're so in demand that they're letting anyone drive them.
We do have a really good bus driver, though. Like, he's a really good guy. So I'm okay with the bus driver, but
good. We got a new one recently, and I'm not...
You're not too sure.
We'll see. I don't...
Yeah.
We just you get to a point where they have to hire... I know they have to pass the test, but...
Do they?
They're supposed to,
Isn't it just like a CDL? Or is it more?
I'm not sure. I know this guy had to take the test a couple times.
Okay. Oh, that's scary.
Kind of made it,
Right.
gonna bother me. But he's doing okay so far. The kids like him, so we're okay. Anyway, point is, I'm not sure what the licensing is on that. But we have a school van that takes the girls. Like, anyone can drive it. Anyone. You don't need a special license. It's just like a passenger van. I am upset because I found out the other day they took it to a volleyball game and my daughter had to sit on the floor in between two people's feet. And I'm like, they're supposed to be buckled in that. It's just a van. Like a big, like one of those big white
And
passenger vans.
if it's not enough to carry the whole team, maybe ask a
I
couple
would have
parents.
taken. I
If
have a big ass
car,
SUV. I could have fit a lot of people in my car.
Right.
If I would have known, just send me a text. I live 2 blocks away. That kind of shit pisses me off.
Right.
It was the coach. She's young. She's learning. She's trying. But like, this young girl driving all these kids out of town and they're not even buckled in
And
the
some of them
van.
are on the floorboard.
Yeah.
Like,
my child is on the floorboard. Anyway, my kid's safety makes me angry. Like, I get angry.
I can tell.
I was just talking to another mom at the game last night about this.
Down.
She's like, do you just like mama bear comes out when somebody like if your child's safety or like their feelings is threatened in any way? I'm like, oh my God, like, yeah. I'm not a mean person, but I will come unglued.
I think you can be. Not a mean
I
person,
can
but like
be.
you can be a straight up bitch.
Yeah.
I'm not. That's a compliment. Don't.
No, I can pull it out.
Like when you need to be, you can be a bitch, but otherwise you're so kind.
Very aware of it. I've had to, in public places, I've had to throw a Karen fit before. Like, sorry to all the Karens out there, but you know.
See, mine's usually has to do with medical, like a doctor or something. Like
when you have to advocate,
my father will pour out of my soul, and I will.
Yes, that's when I do it the worst.
My dad's been kicked out of more hospitals and doctors' offices than probably anybody in the Midwest. Like, I'm serious.
I respect that.
Because he wants to know, like, he wants to get shit done. Like, what is what?
Right. And I'm not one to disrespect doctors and nurses. I fully, like...
and it's not all
but
of
it's
them.
different when you feel like the wrong treatment is being given. And
Or
maybe this...
Or you don't explain anything to the family. Or you don't explain anything to the patient. Or so many things.
And like, I know I'm not a professional, but I have a lot of knowledge. And I know when something's wrong.
Pure
and intuition, sense. Too. Like
if somebody's diabetic and they come in because of a diabetic issue... and you haven't even checked their sugars once, that's a problem.
Right.
That is a
like
problem.
When my husband went into the ER and he has a heart condition and he thought he was having a heart attack and they gave him Ativan and sat him down and told him, you're having an anxiety attack, and didn't come back for 3 hours. I was out there.
Yeah.
I'm like, excuse me.
Excuse me? I can understand. I can come around it because I was in the medical field for a little bit. Not at a hospital, but I worked at a nursing home. And I can understand where... You've seen it a million times. It presents as a panic attack. It presents as something else. And I get that. But still,
But I'm the one that comes in and says, listen, we're here because my husband has a heart condition and he is having chest pain. And
if they still don't come, that's an issue. Yeah. Like, I get where you think it's a panic attack, but listen to when we speak. Like, I've got a sister who's diabetic, and I don't know how many times it's like, have you checked her sugar? No, not yet. You've been here 3 hours. She's here for a diabetic issue, and you have not touched her fucking sugar. You have not checked anything. Yeah. That is a problem.
And I know, especially around here, a lot of times they go to drugs. They want to test your...
Yeah.
They think you're on drugs. And then a lot of times they write things off as anxiety. When I went in with my first cataplexy attack with my... which I think I had a seizure, too. But my first narcolepsy, cataplexy attack. I've always had narcolepsy, but the cataplexy started like... Right. I went in, I couldn't... Like, my muscles kept flopping on me. Like, I kept flop. They thought I was high or something. Like, they're like, well, we'll do a drug panel. My husband's like, she does not do any drugs. She doesn't even smoke weed. Like... And they're like, well, we have to I'm like, I can't talk, right? I have no control over my muscles. Like, I'm just in and out of this floppy state. And the lady holds my hand. She's like, I think you're just having an anxiety attack. I'm like, when I came to, I'm like, I know what an anxiety attack is. I have felt them. I'm like, that wasn't that. Like, I said, I can't stay awake and I can't keep my body, like, I have no control over my muscles. It was cataplexy, and it took a specialist to figure that out. But... Like, you can't just write everything off. You see a person who has a history of some anxiety and just write it off immediately as that. Or that they're on drugs.
It's almost not even worth saying, I have anxiety at all when you go to a hospital.
And luckily I couldn't talk because I would have let him have a new one.
Right.
Ripped him a new one, I mean. But
ripped him a new one.
I've had... My husband's a very quiet, like... He's not. He's very opinionated, but in public he's very quiet and doesn't speak up. So I'm that person that has to.
I was going to ask you, like, so if something ever happened to you, like happened where you were unconscious, do you think anybody would speak up for you? Me and my husband just had this talk the other day because there's something going on within our family and somebody did not speak up. Oh. So I asked him, I'm like, would you speak up for me if I couldn't talk? Because I'm the one that speaks up in my family. Yeah. I'm gonna know, and you're gonna help me, and you're not gonna dismiss me just because I'm another person on your day. Like,
so I know my husband would if he absolutely had to.
Do you think so?
Mm-hmm. I've seen him before. Like he went to a neurologist appointment with me one time, and he told them things I didn't know. Like,
right.
The seizures I have in my sleep I didn't know about. Right. Stuff like so he can if he needs to. But my mom and dad are both very outspoken. Okay. My mom, that's where I get it from. Like, get this shit done. Right. She does it in a very respectful way. She's a, and my dad will raise hell. He's like your dad. He's like, fucking listen to me right now. You're gonna do what I fucking said. Like, got to get this figured out. And I got that from both of them. They're both fire signs. So
I got it from my dad.
Yeah, I have no doubt that my parents.
Just curious. Everybody out there, you should have a person that can advocate for you if, for God forbid, whatever, you're unconscious or cannot. Like, seriously.
And if you need a person,
get hold of us at onlyifyoucankeepup at gmail.com.
I mean, I can't show up for you, but I can show up for you.
I can show up for you.
I will, from my email keyboard warrior stance, I will try my best to.
No, seriously.
If you need me to call somebody, I'm your
so
girl.
At onlyifyoucankeepup at gmail.com. Okay, are you ready to wrap it up?
That's what you were getting at.
That's what I was getting at
shut
twice.
Up, Lynn. I'm trying to stop this.
Okay. Yeah, for real.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.